In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a Supabase user login system in Flutterflow. We'll connect a Supabase project to a brand new Flutterflow app so you can power your login and sign up features with a secure backend. I'll explain what each screen is for and what to copy, and I'll point out a few best practices along the way. First, open your Supabase dashboard and head to the projects area. Choose the project you want to use for authentication. Inside the project, look at the left sidebar and open project settings. From there, go to the Data API section. Here you'll find your project's URL, which Flutterflow will use to talk to your Supabase database and auth service. Copy this URL and store it somewhere safe for now. You'll paste it into Flutterflow shortly. Next, still within project settings, open the API or API keys area. Locate the legacy keys section and navigate to the anon key. This anon key is the public key used by your client app. It's safe to use in Flutterflow because it's designed for client-side access with row-level security controlling what data can be read or written. Copy the anon public key and keep it with the URL you saved earlier. Do not expose the service role key in client apps. That one has elevated privileges and should be kept strictly on secure servers. Now let's switch to Flutterflow. Open your Flutterflow dashboard and create a new project. Give it a clear name, such as Login System, so it's easy to recognize later, and click Start Building. Once the editor loads, look to the left sidebar and open Settings. Find the Supabase section. Enable the Supabase integration, and when the fields appear, paste in the Supabase project URL you copied from the Data API page, along with the anon public key from the API keys section. Save your changes. At this point, your Flutterflow app is connected to your Supabase backend. That means you can use Flutterflow's built-in Supabase authentication actions to create login and sign-up flows, reset passwords, and protect pages based on auth state. If something doesn't connect right away, double-check that the URL is the full project API URL and that you pasted the anon key exactly as provided. Also ensure row-level security and policies in Supabase are configured to allow authenticated users to read and write what they need. That's it. Your foundations are in place. You now have a secure connection between Flutterflow and Supabase ready to power your user login system.